ます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かい天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ております。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が低くなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお散歩をご注意ください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降る所が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側を中心に西日本、沖縄は広く降りそうです。
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かい天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ております。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は気温が低くなって寒くなるところがありそうです。お花見の方はお散歩をご注意ください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降る所が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側を中心に西日本、沖縄は広く降りそうです。最近の今朝に入っているところが多いでしょう。札幌から東京にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域は25度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かい天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れる予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが出ております。 週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は現在となっており寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見の方はお寒くお気をつけください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃からお天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の降るところが多くなるでしょう。その他、太平洋側の地域の西日本、沖縄は広く晴れそうです。というわけで、予想気温です。最低気温は今朝よりも低いところが多いでしょう。札幌から新潟にかけては冬晴れです。最高気温は全国的に今日より5度前後高くなります。多くのところで4月並みです。札幌は5度、そして関東から西の地域は26度まで上がるところが多いでしょう。では週間予報。札幌から東京です。日本海側は土曜日に
すみません、桜様。
日曜日の太平洋側で雲が広がり、東京は冷たい雨が降りそうです。名古屋からのです。ではこの暖かな空気のこの後の予想を見ていきます。こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな空気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸まで晴れ込む予想ですから、明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって暖かくなりそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域は凍りやすくなりますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は現在となっており寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見の方はお寒くお気をつけください。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃からお天気が崩れそうです。
Hello, guys. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Can you hear me? By the way, how is the sound? Let me know. I'm back to my previous laptop, the one I was using while my not main one, it's my old one was getting fixed, but I kind of got used to this one, and I kind of prefer it, to be honest. So it's a little bit faster, and I don't know, I just got used to it, I guess. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Please let me know. Let me know how are you feeling. The prices are pumping right now, and that's because I think there was a liquidity injection about 400k that were, or 300 or 400k that were breached in Dai and USDC, which is good. It means prices will be pumped. That's nice. That's what we like, guys. That's what we like. So what are we discussing today? I guess well, there's not much to discuss, right? There's a little bit more pDAI drama, right? Well, not really drama, but some information that that was tweeted, but it wasn't really, accurate. So just stuff that happens, I guess. Not really drama, but yeah. But the prices are pumping. Let me actually see on my other laptop how are things looking, and we'll see. We'll check the prices very soon, very soon. But it's great to see that some tokens are already, pumping and pumping nicely, which is something that we always like to see, right? Okay, yeah, exactly. So and the coins are pumping too, which is nice. I guess somebody's buying PLSX as usual. Yeah, apart from that, guys, not much going on. I think some markets are tanking and people got scared, but the price of Bitcoin is not doing that bad. Actually, I haven't checked it today. I'm saying this, but I don't check stuff. Sorry guys. Oof, I could check on my laptop, but where is all right, so let me see. Oh, by the way, let me put some music on. I forgot that I only had the intro music, so let me. There we go. Yeah, it's the Bitcoin dumped a little bit, but not bad. 82, around close to 83. So still hanging around. PulseChain is not doing that bad, I guess. It dumped, like the memes dumped a lot. Like that's true. Some memes dumped a lot, like Dai, Dai. And I guess there was some FUD, right? I didn't really understand what was the FUD, but like a big whale left die from RH basically. It pumped, and after like 2 weeks dumped basically. So, and it lost a bunch of money to doing that. So thank you for your service, because you pumped my bags and you gave me another entry. So I'm thankful for that actually. Very good. If you like RH die, the RH meme die, man, this was a great opportunity. There are other things that you could do potentially, right? Like providing liquidity, etc. So this is a great time to build. Basically, when I say build, I mean in every single way, right? Deploying your LPs, preparing, etc. Right? Because again, and the fees are already pretty expensive, right? So yeah, I cannot imagine what happens when we have mass adoption, right? Until the validators adjust, right? In the sense that it becomes so profitable to run validators because the fees are so high that more validators will pop up and things will become faster again, I guess. Sorry, my voice today is a little bit it's a little bit fucked, I guess. I caught some cold yesterday when I went to the park with the kids. It happens, but anyways, guys, the market is not looking bad at all. We have a nice juicy pump on the cores, and I think some memes too. So take this opportunity to fill your bags if you haven't. It's my opinion that sooner rather than later, like everything will start to pump aggressively, and again, you won't have that much time to make a move, so just do it now while you can, while there's time, and don't read too many news and get involved too much with that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. I think so far, like, the market is behaving as it was supposed to. Sometimes we have these dips sooner, sometimes these dips are shorter, sometimes they could even be longer, right? It really depends on maybe the reason behind it, even though it's mostly just an excuse, right? Because it seems that when the market has to dump, it will dump, and then the news on why it has dumped will pop up, right? So yeah, that's why I really don't care. There's something that the only thing that truly matters is the price action. So we already knew that we could probably dump, right? Lots of people, not lots, but some people were talking about it. Like Wolf, for example, even drew something on my birthday, actually, that showed the potential drop for PulseChain. So, and it seems that it happened, right? But it doesn't really matter. Again, it's just another opportunity. JITs are going out, are getting out, which is fine. It's awesome. We buy harder, we buy more, and we wait. That's the game that we always play. It's the same game. It won't change. It's just a matter of patience, and holding, right? That's it. And when the time comes, you sell. Basically, that's pretty much it. Obviously, you always have like a much longer time frame to buy, then you have to sell. That's also something that you should start to understand, because the sooner you understand this, the better. The better you'll play the game, basically, because you won't be holding the bags for until the next cycle, basically. Or if you are, you always. I'm one of those guys that I never sell everything. So I don't mind being a bag holder, right? Never. It's okay. I don't mind. But I already know what's going to happen, right? Because so far it has been 4 years, around 4 year cycle. So I don't think that the trend is your friend until the end. Basically, that's what I mean. So no reason for me to think that now this time is going to be different. Right? I think it's the same. Same cycles, same emotions, etc. Sometimes different people, sure, but we're all humans and we kind of behave the same way. So yeah, that's why charts at the end of the day are can be so similar, right? Now, sorry. The topic that we discussed yesterday. Today, actually, I've seen a very interesting post from Rackham and also from pDAI that were actually discussing what we discussed yesterday as the thing that could actually pump PulseChain, right? And we reached an important conclusion yesterday, guys. That was, look, we don't really need the OA to buy the tokens. We just needed to move the funds into PulseChain, right? At least in the as a first step, right? Because my only goal, and I'm not even talking about some of the things that some of the other things that it could do, right, to pump the prices, like farming DeFi coins, Dai, etc., and then using the yield to buy, right? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something way more simple, which is just moving the ETH into PulseChain, right? Something super simple. Just picking up the ETH, using the bridge, and then it's the same ETH but on PulseChain, because it will increase the TVL on PulseChain and make it more attractive, right? So, or even again, you it could, if you wanted, the way I wanted, obviously, it could rotate between ETH tokens, right? So, for example, Dai, etc. I don't think that it would make any sense, but I'm just saying, right? You don't really need to even buy cores or RH coins or anything. You just need the funds to be there, right? As a first step, because that would, make people go, huh? Okay, a lot of money is entering PulseChain. Why is that? Let me take a look. Let me see what's going to happen, right? Let me try to front run all this money that's coming in. So I think that that will be a very cool strategy, and I think at some point we'll see that, right? Large sums moving into PulseChain, not buying anything, just sitting there, right? But that will, pump everyone's, hopes and dreams and expectations, right? Even though we're not supposed to have them, but we all do. It's fine. At the end of the day, it's not about not having the expectations, but knowing how to manage them. Because look, we all know, man, everybody has expectations, right? If maybe publicly they won't say it, right? But everybody's expecting your waybacks to buy cores and to buy RH tokens, right? So everybody does have expectations, even though nobody's gonna admit it publicly. Sure, I get it. What's BitcoinHEX Shisho? Yes, sir. The BitcoinHEX. Yeah, Carlos Matos. That guy was a legend. Carlos Matos from BitcoinHEX. What a legend. Wassa, man. That's a classic, bro. Chishu, that is a classic. Yes, soon we'll be there. Soon we'll be on that mood. Wassa. Everything is going up, and yeah, man. Soon. We just have to wait a little bit longer. Just 2 more weeks, guys. As usual, just 2 more weeks. So we're very close. Yeah, pDAI suggested this. I'm sure they're listening to our stream, guys. I'm 100% certain, right? Like RH, I'm sure he's listening to, right? Because there's content creators on PulseChain, obviously, but there's not that many that he doesn't have time to listen to a lot of things that are going on. So I'm sure he's listening to this one, right? We have all of you guys here, and he knows that your opinion matters, because you're digging deep. You're here when everything is down, when the prices are down. So I'm sure he's like looking and respecting the hustle. So, and pDAI, awesome. By the way, awesome product. By the way, it's a router, so it helps you get better prices basically by using all or most DEXs available on PulseChain. And yeah, they did suggest the same. I saw the tweet just before coming here to the stream, and I was like, nice. Other people think the same, and that's cool, man. That's very cool, because especially when it's people that I respect, like people building products, right? And I think it's okay to be opinionated, right? Like I'm super opinionated, right? And I think that's absolutely fine, especially freedom of speech chain, right? And they did suggest the same, like RH moving the funds into PulseChain, because it will increase the TVL, man. Like it's a very obvious play, right? I understand that so far he didn't want to move the funds there for maybe just because, again, it's a good card to play. Just it's like the streaming, right? It's in a different way, obviously, right? Each one has its own potential, right? But this one is still quite powerful, right? Not as powerful as live streaming, I guess, but it's powerful in the sense of moving and attracting potential liquidity, right? Attracting potential funds, because people will see that, oh, look, this TVL here on PulseChain is like super high, right? So let me bridge in, or let me check what's going on. And like the activity part, right? There's loads of activity. PulseChain has tons of volume already, etc. So, and if you check Twitter, there's tons of people talking about PulseChain. Doesn't matter if it's drama or whatever. It doesn't really matter, right? Look, as we're at time lows, and Ivan on Tech was talking about pDAI and PulseChain, so that's a great sign. That's a very, very good sign, because like when other chains are dead, nobody talks about them, right? Nobody cares. They're dead, basically. Polka Starter, for example, like is anything happening there? Like, is it still going on? I don't even know, right? I've never heard anything about that ever, like not even on Twitter, like ever again. There's so many chains like that, right? Like even chains that have like investors and users, etc. But like at the end of the day, they have absolutely no volume, and when they have volume, it's like fake token volume, right? They have their tokens that they can just basically fake the volume, right? So that we see a lot of that too, right? But not really user adoption. Like nobody talks about those chains, right? So that's probably the number one reason why I'm still here on PulseChain. It's not even because of the prices, it's because there's so much attention around PulseChain that's just stupid not to be here. Like we're at all-time lows. We've been like going down most times, right? Most time, and it's fine. Like people are still here tweeting, there's attention, like people from outside know what's going on, etc. So it's crazy not to be in PulseChain, right? In my opinion, because it's such an obvious play, right? And I'm not like even talking about SEC funds or anything. It's literally just the attention, right, around PulseChain. Yeah, Shishu, nice one. I agree with you, sir. I agree. I believe RH is just waiting for the right time to drop the first piece. Rest is dominoes. Exactly. I think so too. I think this is about strategy, right? Because I do think that RH has a strategy, and I don't think he does things just like just because he wakes up and decides to do something. I think there is a strategy, right? So I'm sure there is a plan, and at the right time, you will make the right moves. And again, look, and I'm a critic, right? I understand that, for example, I'm not delusional, right? In the sense that, for example, RH bought the local ETH top, and I'm not like, oh, I'm sure he did it on purpose. No, bro, like he made a mistake, right? It happens. We know he likes to buy tops. He admitted it in the past, the Bitcoin top, etc. Right? So we know it's a thing. Like it happens, right? But I do think there's a strategy, right? So, and I do think. There's like 100% a plan, right? I'm not sure if it's going to work out as he expects, but there is a plan. So I'm super confident that something good out of it will come, right? Something good, basically. I'm not sure entirely what will happen. Nobody knows, right? But yeah, I do trust the guy in that sense. I think he makes good decisions. Sometimes, like everybody, right? There's like some fuck up here or there. but that's part of the process, I guess. I think X was a very good example because there were like problems with X. When I say problems, is development stuff, like branding, and like there's many different like small details, right? That don't really matter now. But because at the end of the day, like X worked perfectly, and it's like an amazing product. It's still working. We had the problems with the Ethereum fees, etc. But like it's not a problem anymore, right? And we know that there will be like some moments in time where it will be very expensive to end stake your X stakes, but it is what it is. It's part of the game too, right? Because I think the same problem will happen on PulseChain, right? That's why when people are like, "Oh, PulseChain was built for HEX," blah blah, that's bullshit. Because you'll also have expensive fees on PulseChain if you get any meaningful adoption, right? So it's like the problem with fees is not it's not only on Ethereum, right? It's going to happen to us too if we get adoption. So like I think everybody wants adoption, right? So the fees are just part of the game, right? And that's something you need to account for when you're playing with staking, etc., right? Like especially HEX staking, you need to account for like that variable, right? And the longer you stake, the higher the fee, right? Basically that's a very simple thing, but you already have solutions for that anyways, like the perpetuals, etc. So you don't really need to worry about that if you don't want to. You worry about something else, other stuff, right? If you buy perpetuals, like lower liquidity, for example, if you want to get out before maturity, right? So yeah, it is what it is. It's just a trade-off, I guess. But I do think RH has a plan for the funds, for like deploying. For when I say deploying, it's just moving to PulseChain, right? I'm not like how do I put this? Obviously, I think that, and I hope that he uses the funds to pump the chain. Obviously, everybody, like we all do, right? But I try not to expect that, in the sense that I try to think, okay, what else could attract volume and people to the chain, right? And I think there's like many things that could happen that are not just RH pumping the chain, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, and the SEC funds can be used. And that's why I'm saying the SEC funds could be used, but like not directly to pump the chain, like just buying tokens. Only just moving the tokens into PulseChain would make a huge difference, right? Again, I think that I agree with you in the sense, Shishu, that he will do that at some point in the future, right? But now it might not be the right time, for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm sure he has like the reasons, right? And I trust the guy in that sense. Maybe I'll understand what the reasons could be if I really think about it. Maybe we could, right? But it's not an exercise that I want to do, because it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't change anything. Even if I knew, right, it doesn't, like, I already made my choice, right? Made my commitment, staying here and buying tokens here. So that's it. As simple as that. Because like I'm a firm believer that it's okay to buy many different coins in one chain, but like what I've learned in the past is that focusing on many chains is very hard in the sense that you need to jump from community to community, and there's could be happening a lot of things, and it's hard to keep track, right, at some point, right? Especially because you need to understand different technologies, etc., different teams, many things, right? So it's much easier just to be focused on one chain mostly, right? Nobody does only one chain, I understand that, but one or two, right? In the sense that Ethereum, for example, or PulseChain, or you understand what I mean, right? Like the fewer chains that you're in, the better in terms of knowing what's going on, right? So that's actually why I kind of chose to stick to one chain this season, right? Like Ethereum, obviously, but Ethereum, I consider it just like like a dinosaur in that sense, right? I have funds there that I'm not planning on never moving, right? It's just Ethereum stuff that I like to, but most of my bet, I would say, was on PulseChain, in the sense that I didn't want to split funds into other chains, etc. And I understand, like I'm sure I'm gonna miss a lot of a lot of pump, right? In other places. I get it, it's fine. I accept that trade-off. Focusing on PulseChain also gives me the ability to find tokens that will pump a lot very soon, right? Like the meme coins that everybody kind of forgot, or the pDAI in the early days, or like so many coins, right? So because like we're just focused here on one chain, it's much easier to find the stuff, because like you're always here. You're in the sense that you're always in following the people that are talking about PulseChain, following what's going on in PulseChain, so you don't get distracted, right, with the other chain stuff, right? So yeah, that was my choice. We'll see if it pays off. We'll see, guys, in a couple of months, if I was right or if I was dumb, to do that. We'll find out, man. That's the markets. That's why I love this game, man. Like, it's always about decision making, and you're always making a bet, playing the game. So it's nice, man. It's nice. I usually tell people, like, you know how I onboarded a lot of people? And this is insane, right? But it's actually with this sentence, which is, you are an investor whether you like it or not. And people get confused, like, huh? And I usually say, yes, you are an investor whether you like it or not, because if you hold euros, if you have euros, because I'm in Portugal, right? If you have euros, you are an investor. You are holding euros. You are making a financial decision to hold euros and not something else, right? And they actually understand that, and then for them it's like, oh yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, right? So yeah, it has been the best way for me, honestly. It's super retarded, I know, but it's like it clicks, it clicks with people, like, damn, I have never thought about it. Like, I am an investor, like, yes, I understand that. And it's I don't know, it kind of becomes like I don't know, it's like a barrier that is broken, right? On that moment when they hear that, it's like they realize, damn, I'm actually an investor too, right? They understand that they're playing the game. I don't know how, man. It's like just a fucking sentence. That's it. But it works, man. It at least makes people think, right? And I've said it so many times to so many different people, and they're like, they always like kind of stop to think. It's interesting. I don't see drive in other chains. Our guy wants the main character trophy for this cycle. I agree, Shishu, exactly, 100%. And welcome, Red Bull Vodka. Yes, sir. But I agree, man. He wants the glory, and that's what I believe in, right? Like, people are in it for something, right? I'm in it to make money. Like, other people are in it for the tech. Others are, doesn't matter, right? And I think RH is here for the fucking glory. That's it. That's the thing. And glory in his world is price going up. That's it. It could be adoption. It could be something else. But in his world, glory means people loving him, and like that's only the only thing that does that is number go up. That's it. He knows that. Everybody knows that. So that's the game he's playing, right? So that's why, man. Like, I'm not gonna leave a chain where the founder is elite. Like, his main goal is to be the number one, the best, right? It's not like if you go to Cardano, it's like, oh no, like our focus is like to, I don't know, rebuild Africa or some shit like that, right? It's something retarded. Like, you see, they're not focused on what really matters, which is number go up. And RH is, right? And I know, like, people will laugh now, because look at the PulseChain chart, look at test chart, like, everything is going on. Sure, it's part of you can't control that, right? Like, you cannot control the people who sell. That's impossible. Like, nobody controls that. You cannot control sellers. So the only thing you can control, if you want, right, is buying tokens, right? And there's the time to do that, right? And I've told you guys, he tried that, and we've seen the result. People cheating out, so he was like, I'm sure he was like, damn, like, it's pointless, I'm not going to do it now, right? So, and again, that's why I think he released the meme coins, etc., just to give people the opportunity to, rotate, and basically to show that, there's other things that you could be looking into, right? So both things, right? In the bad way, in the good way, right? Because you could have bought, like, for example, the meme coins, but the local top, right? So that would be a bad thing for you, right? So yeah, it really always depends on the perspective of when you buy and sell, basically, obviously, right? But I do think that there is a strategy. Coming back to the earlier point in the discussion, Shishu, I do think there's a strategy, and that eventually we'll have the full picture. Basically, at some point it will be obvious, right? Right now, that's not the goal. The goal is actually the opposite, right? It's not to be obvious. Is that only the believers actually can front run RH, right? Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. I don't think he minds that at all. For him to do that, it means absolute pain. It means absolute pain. So for him to allow people to front run him, yeah, he can do that, but only for the like hardcore believers, right? And that could mean like a lot of things, right? That could mean a lot of things. I don't know what that means, right? It could mean, for example, pumping the cores at like, you know, on the last part of the cycle, for example, would be actually not pumping at all, right? When I say not pumping, is that like choosing to buy, you know, memes or whatever, or building a new narrative and buying that narrative instead, right? I don't know what will happen, right? But there's so many roads, right? So many roads. At the end of the day, I'm extremely bullish again, because I do see many paths for PulseChain to pump without directly, you know, the need for RH to actually buy our bags directly, right? There can be many different things, and I hope it's through, you know, products that are built and people, community members that actually basically reach out to other communities, or send postcards basically, right? To other communities, so that they actually take a look at the stuff that we are doing, the stuff that we have here, right? Because a very easy selling point is like, I don't know, going to a community and like people like something and you're like, oh look, that's pretty cool. I really like this protocol, and we have something similar here in PulseChain, right? It's even cheaper, right? So you might have more opportunity. So, you know, that type of like, you know, introduction, let's say. And that works if you have the stuff here on PulseChain, right? And I think it's okay for people to complain that, for example, oh, the block explorer sucks, right? And it does suck. It's fucking terrible. We could have something much better. But is it RH responsibility, like doing that? Is it his responsibility? I don't think so. I think it's ours as a community, right? But again, that's why I think it's good that the PulseChain leadership is being shaken, right? Because I do think at least right now, I kind of see people's attention moving towards builders, right? And I think it's like the part of the moment we're in, right? Because they actually they don't see any results from the influencers, right? They only see them selling, and they see that, you know, they're not onboarding anyone, right? It's just as rotating. So they're shifting their focus toward, like, you know, people who are building stuff, because they kind of see that, you know, there's a potential there, right? There's potential if we build cool products. Maybe we can, you know, target other communities, or try to onboard other communities, because we have stuff here, right? We have stuff that works and people like it, and it's easy to use, right? And I know at the end of the day, it's a fucking price that matters. It is. It's absolutely true. If the price goes up, we could have zero tools, right? It doesn't matter, right? If the price goes up, like, everyone will come here, and it matters zero, like nothing, if we have zero tools available. That's the actual truth, right? But it does help. It does help to have good tools, right? It does help, right? Like Ethereum would pump anyways, right? If we didn't have MetaMask, right? But it's good that we have so like in such a not now, right? MetaMask now kind of sucks, but in the beginning, right, it was pretty cool, right? Because what did we have? What did we have before MetaMask? The Mist browser. Oh my god, it was the Mist wallet or whatever. It was so. Yeah, it's like those little improvements, the stuff that comes, right? It helps, right? It's not 100% needed, right? But it does help, because it makes easier to use and more people can use, right? So that it's impossible to say that you know, having the tools does not help, right? It's stupid. It's like, oh, we don't need that. Doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Actually, it does matter. It's. I'm not saying that it's like, oh, without tools we cannot go to the fucking moon. Yes, we can, but it's just a little bit harder, right? And yeah, so I do expect, like, you know, community guys and community people to just community members to build stuff that is useful, right? That's my expectation. I know I shouldn't have one, but I trust you guys. I know that you guys are cool people and you guys want to build stuff, so I trust that you also will build things, because that's why we're here, right? To actually, you know, improve and try to improve the chain, right? As we can, obviously. So yeah. What else can we talk about, guys? What else can we talk about? Maybe we should dive into the prices, right? Because not much is going on. We're still near the bottom, so. But because stuff is pumping, at least a little bit, there's a relief rally. Oh, Scott, welcome, Scott. No, like you guys are never late. Hello, Scott, you're never late, sir. And also, Fugly, you're never late, guys. And you know why? Because wizards are never late, and we are all wizards, right? We're all wizards. So, yes, wizards are never late. They arrive precisely when they mean to. So yes, welcome guys. Welcome to the show. We have barely started. We just I just rented for like half an hour on. I don't even remember what I rented on. See, it's like unimportant stuff, guys. Now that you're here is the important thing. That's the important part. So let's move. Let's move into some coins. I want to see what's going on. You guys know that my focus right now is RH memes, because new is always better. Sorry, it's just how what it is. And as a new thing, I want to focus on that, right? I want to focus on that. It doesn't mean that I don't like the old stuff. I don't like the cores. Yes, I do like the cores, but new is always better. So I want to give a special focus to the memes, to the RH memes, because like not many people are doing that. People are still kind of ignoring the memes. They like, oh, most. Yes, sure, I get it. I get most. Most is nice. Most is very tasty. It's very amazing. It's the ball. It's the one that I have the largest bag, let's say, in USD value. But is it my favorite? I don't think so. I think there are others that I think that have a big potential, basically. Have pumpamentals, basically, right? And the pumpamentals of memes, it's much simpler, right? There's no like the utility or anything. It's just the narrative, right? So it kind of makes the game easier. I think it makes the game a little bit easier, right? Like sometimes not, but like I think it will be easier, right? It's just a matter of understanding what narrative people will enjoy most, right? That's it. It's basically that. Because they tend to flock, right? People tend to flock from one to the other. Oh yes, sir. Red Bull vodka is spitting fire. Best is looking interesting for the last 3 days, and we can move actually since we're talking about the memes. Let's see my my list, man. My top 3 list. Don't forget, guys. Right? That this is the narratives, right? This is the narratives. It's my it's the lessons that we've been discussing, right? The memes are my number one narrative, the one that I think it will have get the most attention. Then the cores and the products, right? So when I say products here, it can be either products or non-RH stuff. I need to change the name of this one from products to non-RH things, right? Obviously, I had to chill piri because they pay me in fucking piri, and you guys know I'm starving all the time, so you know how it is. And anyways, just because Red Bull vodka was talking about the best, I do think it's one of the. It's my favorite, actually. Best is my favorite. I have to say it, and I will say it is my favorite one. It's my favorite one. Why? Right now you have the attention game. The attention game is focused on these ones, I think, at least according to what I see from Dex Screener, likes and stuff like that, and what people are talking about, right? Most and Pump, obvious ones, and then ADA. It was the one that kind of had the most attention besides the 2B ones, right? Because of the Charles Hoskin thing, and I'm pretty sure that when these ADA pumps, we will go back to Charles and bug him again, and he'll reply because he likes the attention that he gets. He loves it. It's like he lives for this attention, right? For these people calling him out and saying, "Oh, our ADA is better than our chain is better," and he will be angry, and they'll say that no, Cardano is much better because we have this and that and blah, all the bullshit that we don't care about, right? So I think I'm in terms of attention, so far ADA also has shown that it can capture a lot of attention, right? A lot. Now in terms of the FUD, right, which is my favorite metric, is FUD actually. It's the tokens that people don't like now or don't understand now, right? So DAI, obviously, check DAI, guys. We'll check it in a second, but when we check DAI, when we check DAI, we'll see something very interesting. It has more hate than pDAI, which is I told you guys, this was for me was no, I gotta buy shit tons of this Dai because like no way that this can't be true. And I cross-checked and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So yes, BitcoinHEX, obviously, right? When it pumps, like I can already see all the hexagons, right? I can already see it. No utility, just a meme, spit on it, right? So obviously FUD. So yes, buying tons. Best, as you said, Red Bull Vodka, best is awesome. And let me tell you why. My approach is very simple. Who thinks that Richard is the best? No, nobody, right? Nobody. So obviously, this will lag. So it's okay. Why? Because things that lag will pump much harder later. What do I mean by this? Like just imagine like the conversation 6 months from now when we have pumped like 1000x, right? PulseChain has pumped 1000x, everybody is like in the fucking Valhalla, billionaires everywhere. Which token like from the memes will Richard like probably brag the most about? Like maybe he'll just speak of most and that shit, but best, I think it's like I'm the best founder, I'm the best everything. So people will I think the narrative will kind of shift it to the best, right? Because he'll be the best, he'll be perceived as the best. So I love it, basically. Yeah, I love it. Like you, it is one of my favorites. So, and then we have the wildcards like Politify, XRP, or Bitcoin, or could be others like Ethereum, etc. Right? So, yes, sir, I do think that these memes are crazy. These memes are insane, and they will pump hard. That's just what I think. And these are some of my top picks, let's say, top picks. And then what did you see? Oh yeah, the global risk and reward, right? Like the risk that you have and the reward, right? The higher the risk, the higher the reward, of course, and just like the kind of distribution so that people are aware, right? Because when we're like talking about PulseChain, right, and PulseChain or Inc. or Cores, it's like we're talking about stuff that's like not risky at all, right? But we need to understand that like on the global risk to reward like scale, it is extremely risky. It is extremely risky. We're perceived as the lunatics of crypto already, right? We're on the far right end of the spectrum, right? So this is important, right? This is kind of oops, too big. Now we cannot see because of the chat, but you understand this, right? So why is it wait, let me see. The other region is kind of, it's larger. It's because I have the chat here. Oh, I get it. Okay, it's fine. But I want the chat here, and you can already see. So, and within PLS, we have our own ratios, right? Like pDAI, extremely risky because exploit blah blah, but people won't care, right? So yeah. And then we have the non-RH memes and non-RH coins, like extremely risky, right? But can bump a lot, right? And then we have the memes, right? I use these two, right, which are much less risky, right, in the sense that made by RH, etc. But there's still the memes, right? And then like not risky at all in our world, in our PulseChain world, right? These are the safe ones, right? Like everybody would call you insane if you told them like, look, I'm just buying safe tokens, like extremely safe, like tokens like Inc. and HEX, and they'll be like, what? Are you insane, bro? Like that's not safe. And you're like, what? No, bro, like they're core tokens, man. Of course they're like and you see, but this is in our world. The core conversation is in our world, right? Because outside PulseChain, people think we are insane. They think our risk tolerance is like off any chart, literally off any chart. It doesn't it's crazy. So yeah. Anyways, why did I? Oh yeah, you kind of asked regular vodka. You kind of tease me. With that best thing, right? So let's go into the token stuff. Let's see DEX Trader. But before we do that, guys, you guys know that I gotta chill. I gotta eat. I gotta eat my piri-piris, and so I gotta chill the piri-piri commercials that are nonsense and that don't give you any information at all. But doesn't matter. I don't care. They pay me just to play the fucking video, so that's what I'm here. I get paid in the piri-piris, and I eat the piri-piris every evening before I do the show, so that I can get the nutrients and the strength to keep going, guys, because that's why we're here, man. That's why we're here. So alright, let me play the commercial, the traditional commercial, the main one so far. Let's do this, and then we'll go to the coins. Boom, let's do this. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. The commercial. It's only one so far. You know, I gotta play more, but we'll wait a bit. We'll go into the coins. Let me share the screen. Let's see if it's working fine tonight. Share screen. Come on, man. Why doesn't it? Doesn't matter. I can share like this. It's fine. Can you see the screen? Let me zoom in a little bit. Oops. I want to see the liquidity too. There we go. Perfect. Just perfect. So let's order this by pump, because that's these are the, first we see the cores, how they're doing. They look fine. Yeah, nice small pump. We'll see if it can keep going, but so far looks good, right? Right, guys, it does look good. Can't complain. Let's see if it does something like this, right, on the next few days. That would be good. Yeah, that would be extremely good. But so far, just one candle. We'll see. Probably the same applies to the other coins, right? I think. Yeah. Not out of the woodwork just yet, but it could mean. It could. It's very early. We don't know yet, but it could mean it's going up, right? We'll see. Yeah, the ratio still looks okay. Not too bad. Just testing these levels here. It could drop a little bit further here, but yeah, I don't think it will go much lower, and then it will pick up the pace. Ink, our good old friend Ink, how is it doing? Still hanging around, I assume. Yes, just hanging around right here, like PulseChain. Yeah, similar. Small pump. Yeah, it's not looking bad. Like I hope it can recover above this, right? Around this level it would be good to reach the $2 mark. Let's see. That's the next level that I'm interested in, reaching and breaching, basically. Oh, and I forgot something. Let's see PLSX, but versus PLS, because I kind of forgot that. Sorry. Tasty. Very tasty. Yeah, we could do something like here, right? Just hold a few more days and then zoop, start the move up. We'll see. Let me just close a few tabs here. Yes, eHEX. Let's see eHEX. Yeah, still hasn't. Still trying, right? He's still trying. Let's see. It's still in a dangerous zone, but could already be like, ranging sideways and then zoop, moves up. But it's early. It's early to tell. Now this one looks good. The hex to hex chart looks actually pretty nice. We'll see. I think it will move up, right? I think it will actually move up, but when, I don't know. It could take some time and range here, even follow, like, down a little bit further, and then pick up the pace again, right? As long as it doesn't drop below, around 20% mark, we're okay, I guess. We're okay. So yeah, we just wait, basically. What Okay, pDong, it's still too early. Let's go to the memes. The others are kind of dumping, so go to the memes. Oh, they're dumping a lot still. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let me see. Actually, let me do the other way around. Let me see the ones that dumped the most. Oh, Dai is already recovering a lot. Let's see USDT. Man, this I think this was a great opportunity to. Oof, nice. Look at this. Beautiful, just beautiful. It looks good, man. I won't lie. It looks good, tasty, good buying opportunity near. Was it? Yeah, like we made a new low. I think. Did we? No, we didn't make a new low, but but we kind of reached it. Almost reached it. So, yeah, man, it looks good. Looks extremely tasty. So, I don't know about you, but I would fill my bags here. Looks good. Udai, one of my favorites. And look here, what I've been like. Look at these guys. Look at this. This is like, oh my god, so beautiful, so tasty. It's amazing. All the hate, I love it. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to. Oh yeah, I was comparing with pDAI, right? Because some people were suggesting that it wasn't really performing well, and I was like, maybe you don't, maybe you haven't checked it like properly. Yes, it's kind of like outperforming by a lot. Basically, that's what I mean. But let me take this out of here. Doesn't matter for now. And this is something really cool. This applies to like any of the other meme coin charts because they were released basically on the same day. So I did a tweet, and we can see it like after the coins, right? Where I said new things usually have a big bump and plateau, so dump and kind of reach the bottom, right? 30 to 60 days. So the first bottom was actually 34 days in, right? 34 days in, and it's the yellow one, 34. And the second one was literally 60 bars, so 60 days. Man, that was a good prediction. That was a very good one. So it's only, and it was, I didn't check any charts, I didn't check anything. It was literally from past experience, just from knowing that hex was more or less like 60 days or something close like that. EOS around that, and I thought like 90 days, but like 90 days it's too long for where we are right now, right? So I was like, nah, it's gonna be 30 to 60 days, and I was right, man. It seems that I was right. You could drop lower, sure, I get it, but that was a good prediction, right? So yeah, like a nice. You had two, this one, and now this one. So what a awesome opportunities, guys, awesome opportunities. And this was basically a whale buying and then jitting out, right? So it is what it is. It's part of the process. By the way, let me see what you guys are saying. The market may head lower due to Trump's tariff wars, which is hot news in the US. Oh yeah, the tariff thing. Yeah, sure, could be. I think. I don't think that. Well, it depends, right? It depends because you could be shorting, etc. But I think at some point it's beneficial that the markets just move up, you guys. It's just beneficial if the markets just move up, in my opinion. So I think that in the near future we'll have a proper rebound and start the next leg up, which will be the last one, right? Which it will be the last in the cycle, which is crazy because we're at time lows, near at time lows. So for us, it's like, oh my god, did we miss the boat? Are we fucked? No, it's like let me think of a good example. There's a very good example. Matic, for example. Matic is a great example. Should we actually see Matic? Let me see if I can find the chart. Matic. Was it called Matic? but I want with ETH. Yeah, probably I'm not gonna find it here, right? Oh wait, I might actually. I might. 3 years. Now 4 years ago. Wait. Perfect. This might be. This might have it. Let's see. That's the weekly. It's just. Oh, perfect. There we go. Yes, there we go. Shit, perfect. And again, like this was much quicker, right, guys? This was much quicker in terms of price action, right? It was like May 20th. Oh, but wait, yeah, but because they kind of changed the token, right? So, well, but it doesn't, like, my point is, like, there was more chart to it, right? They started, and then Polygon, right? And then they had a dump, blah blah blah, and then this was probably like around the bottom, right? My point is only this, right? It was that, right? And then zoop, it goes up really fast. Started in January, right? And then September, I guess. Yeah, oops, December actually. So early January. No, let's see the first, like, initial pump, right? This one, like February. Let's say February, like February to December, right? More or less the end of December. So 11 months, right? And this was like a proper, like, good one, right? We might have something. I think we're gonna have something that it's gonna be a little bit shorter, right? But it's gonna do something like this, right? It's gonna do something similar like this, in my opinion, right? So yeah, just be prepared, because that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, you won't, like, have that much time. Like, when things start to move up, they'll just do it very quickly, right? And in our case, I think it's going to be quicker, right? It's going to be quicker because we suffered for a long time, which means that when things start to move up, they'll move up like even faster, in my opinion, even faster. So that's a good and a bad thing, right? It means that we'll reach the top quicker, right? So is it that good? Is that bad? I don't know. I'm just stating what I think it will happen, right? Right. Let's get back to our stuff, because that's what matters, guys. That's what matters. All right. We'll see best in a second, but now let's keep looking at. Actually, let's do the other way around now. I just wanted to see which ones were, like, dumping the hardest right now. Let's look at best. It's pumping very good. I like it, but see, small pump, like, could be meaningful, could be meaningless or meaningful. We still don't know. Could it be the bottom? Sure, but again, like, it's very early to tell, right? It's just starting to move up potentially, so we'll see. We would need a couple more green candles to confirm this move, but it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let me take this out. Sorry, forgot about that. Okay, so sorry, I put Sol. It doesn't matter. Yeah, same situation, right? Same situation. Like, it's just, it looks that it wants to go up. It's recovering, but we'll see. It's very early, right? It's very early. Cardanzo. It also looks good, I guess, right? Yeah, but it does look. Yeah, man, this looks like better, I guess. I think. Yeah, I think, like, in the sense that it doesn't seem to have that much, like, sell pressure, right? Like, it was dumping a little bit, and now it's, like, just, like, sideways. So you don't see that much volume here, right? So, and again, like, these candles, like, make me go crazy, because I think, like, soon it will move up. Good buying opportunity on ADA as well. Let's take a look at PLSX, but the meme coin, the meme PLSX. Oh, nice. See, stronger. Let's see if it can keep going. I think it will, man. I think, yeah, I just think these tokens will pump a lot, in my humble opinion. And there are so many new narratives, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Oh yeah, this looks extremely good. Ooh, man. Ooh. It's, you had your opportunity here, man. You had your opportunity. Now, I think, next pit stop will be around here, right? If we stop here, if we stop here, that's that could be, we could have some resistance here, I guess. That's what I mean. But there's a big if, right? Because it could just like blast through these levels. We'll see. It really depends on like the state of the market, right? Or when I say the market is buyers, right? If we get more buyers or not, right? And that could mean, you know, the OA pumping, or again, something else happening that brings more eyes and money into PulseChain, right? Yeah, most is also recovering, which is good. Ooh, pump. Now it's dumping a little bit, just holding here. We'll see if it can, like, you know, hold and just continue. But it looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. Most is very pumpy, everybody likes most. Everybody's like, oh, most is great. So yeah, everybody's focused a lot on most. It's getting a lot of eyes, a lot of attention. That's a good thing, man. That's a very good thing. So cannot be bearish on most at all. Oh yeah, PulseChain. Let's see PulseChain. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, small recovery. Let's see if it can hold. But yeah, all these tokens look good. Good opportunity, man. Like very low liquidity. Very low liquidity. Yeah. Let's see Doge. That doesn't look bad at all. Looks good. Let's see if we can. I'm still raging, right? This is not bad. This is not bad at all. Oh, guys, shit! I forgot. Am I not sharing the screen? Shit! I forgot. Give me a second. Oopsie. Oopsie. So what is doing is Doge and Pulse, right? So Doge is actually holding very nicely, as you can see here. Looks good. Looks like it wants to now move up. We'll see, but it looks good. And then we had PLS. Yeah, again, see, looks like it wants to go, but we'll see. It's very early still, right? It could dump. And then I did pump. I'm not sure if you saw most or not, but if you didn't, this is the state of things. I hope it can, like, you know, keep going. We'll see. Too early still, too early. Like, these coins have very low liquidity. They're very volatile, right? They're very volatile. It's part of the game. It's just part of the game. BitcoinHEX, another lovely token. Oh, still undecided. We'll see. Could dump. If it dumps, well, you know what to do. You know what to do when they dump. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, same thing for XRP. I guess. Yeah. Looks still just ranging. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, these tokens are all dumping, so I think the most important ones, I guess. Well, Trump is urging again. I think when Trump does bullish things, he's been doing bullish things anyways, like the Ripple reserve thing, and but maybe when the tariffs thing ends, like this one will come to, right, and deal on, right. Oh yeah, like these two are like the ones I would be looking at right now, right? Obviously for the reason that they dumped the hardest, right? They dumped the hardest, so yeah. Let me just take a look at Pepe. A lot of people like Pepe. I've been told. So I do have a juicy bag of Pepe too, so just in case. Just in case. Looks good. Let's see if we can hold here, right? Could still, again, all of these coins could drop lower. They're very volatile, right? Like so low, like super low liquidity, basically. So yeah, that's the state of things. That's how things look, basically. That's how things look. Like a good buying opportunity, guys. If you like these memes, the cores are pumping well, so we cannot complain. We still have, like, this is still a buying zone, right? So you can still be buying and enjoying buying and increasing your bags, because it's we're still in it, in that part of the season, right, where we can buy. Hopefully soon we'll leave and just sit back, relax, and wait till we reach the fucking moon, basically. That's how it goes. That's how it is. So should we move into Twitter stuff? I guess so. I guess we can. Let me just let's just play commercials, the two commercials that are that I need to play now. Or should we do the hex song now? No, the hex song to the end, to get everybody pumped and excited. And let's do the commercials now, the other two. Okay, let me stop the music for a second. And let's go, let's do this.
Underestimate the power of the pDAI.
I think it's time to blow this thing, get everybody in the stuff together.
All right, that was fast, guys. You see, fast and furious, the way we like it. Anyways, let's go into Twitter to see if anything is going on. Probably not. Probably everybody's quiet, I guess. Let's see if there's not new drama. Let's see. Okay. All right, he got kicked out of something. Oh, nice. Oh, let me put the music on. Sorry, guys, it was too quiet. I'm feeling too quiet here, and it's because the music is missing, and I like the music. So let me. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. Let's like this. Reshare this. Boom. Oh, nice. That's still going. It's still going. So, my friends, it is what it is. There's the drama. The pDAI things still going. Very nice. Yeah, exactly. Nice, you see. Yeah, they just keep bridging out, man. It's part of the process, I guess. Oh, the marketing stuff. All right, it's working, I guess. Yeah. This one is empty. Yeah, this was the tweet, right? The thing that I was talking about in the early in the podcast. One organ exploiter sent 10 million to a wallet, blockchain is free, blah, blah. But then it was actually somebody just having fun. So yeah. It was just somebody having fun, and it meant nothing. Exploiter. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, these messages, I don't care. I don't dive that deep. You know why? Because sometimes you can get people to play with your mind, with your head. You don't know, like when people are anonymous, you don't know who's on the other side and the intentions of people. That's why I liked Richard Hart, you know? I like Richard Hart because unlike fucking Satoshi, I don't know who he is. I don't know what his intentions are. I suspect who he is. I'm confident, but I don't know, right? So, and if he is who I think he is, I mean, the intentions might not be the best, right? Like, not in a bad way, just because it would be business-related things, right? It's not that he wants Bitcoin to fail or anything, right? But yeah, but in case of Richard Hart, we know who he is, we know his intentions, so, I mean, I like that. So yeah, in Twitter you have like a lot of anonymous accounts and anonymous people. You don't really know what are their intentions, right? You need to kind of remember this, right? When you follow people, right? When I say follow is when you believe somebody, you like, if they don't tell you who they are, if they don't show their face, if they're afraid, right? If, like, for some reason they want to keep their privacy, I understand, it's fine, it's absolutely fine, but I'm not going to trust them, right? At least it's going to take way longer for me to build trust, right? Because it's just what it is. You know? It is what it is. It's, at least for me, it's easier to trust somebody when I know who they are, because it's easier to understand their intentions, right? You can research their background, etc., right? And you can see the person, right? You can actually have a feeling of what they want to do, right? Yeah, so not much going on. It's a tariff thing, right? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Trump said the markets are going to boom. Perfect. We want the markets to boom, Mr. Trump, Mr. President. Pump the markets. Party. Oh yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, it's the. On the Cardao. Yeah, this is cool, man. Nice work, man. Nice work. I like this. Let's go, man. It's pumping. That was fun. Let's go, man. I hope he's right. You want Hex to pump. Yeah, not much going on. Dai turns. Oh, see, everybody's discussing. We'll see what happens. With pDAI. A lot of emotion, still a lot of drama. Yeah, not much going on, I guess, right, guys? I think it is what it is. Yeah, just the same old stuff. Oh yeah, boring. Don't care. So let's not waste time, because there's not much going on. Yeah, exactly. Fugly is right. Not much going on today, so why waste time? I'm not like that. If there's not much going on, people are not discussing anything that's that interesting, we just move on. Basically, we just move on. Oh, actually, let me share again, because I did have the GitHub, right? Like the Gitbook, sorry, that I could share with you. I could let's see here. the Git book for pDAI that you can already see. Go to the pDAI website, and if you don't know, this is a stablecoin backed by Hex T-shirts, right? That's coming out soon. They're also adding cores, right, to the vault, and other coins, right? As long as the liquidity on those coins increases, then they can just add the coins. It's fine. Especially RH coins, right? Snow, and so they actually have something that's pretty cool, and you can check website later, right? I'm not going to be checking everything now. Which are these memes, or these NFTs, right? That represent your position. They look pretty nice. They look pretty cool. So when you basically create that position, so you deposit hex, you stake it basically, and you get one of these basically cute NFT NFTs basically, to represent your position. And you have 8 different ones and 8 different colors, background colors that you can choose from basically, which is cool, because you get a collection basically if you want. You can mint the NFTs at the end, right? At the end of when you pay back your debt, and basically mint your hex, your underlying hex stake, you can mint also the NFT for your collection. And then they have the credit jackpot. So you use you can farm exit, which is the incentive token, right? And then you can burn it for credits, and credits you can use to play the jackpot games, right? And these jackpot games are basically ink. They're ink distributed in ink that is accrued from the PulseChain V1 farms through the fees that are generated by the protocol. Some of the fees are burned, like for example the PVP debt, the debt, the stablecoin debt is burned, but the deposit fees, etc. Those fees are basically going to PulseChain V1 farms, and they will farm ink, and the ink is distributed basically. So which is good, because it means that it's perpetual, right? The fees will generate a perpetual jackpot, right? Because the protocol uses the fees to generate ink. It doesn't give the fees, right? Just uses the fees to generate the ink, and the ink is basically distributed. And instead of being distributed through normal staking or V tokens or whatever, they did it like games basically, which I think it's much cooler, to be honest, because you kind of stick around. You kind of have to play, right? You kind of have to do some action in order to win something, right? So yeah, I think it's a cool distribution method, I guess. And yeah, the Git book basically, I have it open here, right? So if you want to find more details, right, on how it works, I think it's pretty comprehensive, right? So you kind of have a full understanding of the ecosystem and how it works, right? In full detail, basically. So yeah, basically, if you want to check it out, I'm not sure if all the pages are already done, but most of it looks like it's done. So yeah, man, you can check how the vault works. This is the pDAI debt position. So these NFTs you see. So when you create a debt position, so you're going to borrow, right? You want to create a debt position so that you can borrow. Let's see if they have more information here. Yeah, so you have the skins, exactly. So you can basically choose a skin. You get one for free, which I think it's this one, the shrimp. But if you want, you can burn exit, right? So they have a cost in exit. I'm not sure if this is going to be the initial cost, right? Maybe this is just the normal cost, but there will be a different price for launch or something. I don't know. I'm just speculating, right? But with the exit tokens, you can burn, and then you can choose a skin, right? And each one has a cost. Or you get the one for free. And the same with the insurance. The insurance is because this is hex related, right? So it's a stablecoin for hex stakes, hex t-shirts, right? So you have a period where you can mint your underlying stake, right? Hex gives you 14 days, right? So what they do is basically you can buy insurance, which means that you can have a minimum of 3 days, which you get for free, right? To mint the underlying stake when that position, when the stake ends, right? You have 3 days to mint it, right? Otherwise it can go to liquidations, right? So you don't want that. So you kind of want to mint it, right? And 3 days is it's okay, right? It's I guess more than enough for free. You can have 14 days, which is the maximum allowed by hex, and you pay Everything is in exit, right? This is the incentive token that you can farm for free, right? You don't need to buy this, so you can farm it and then you can spend it here, for example. Yeah, basically they have different colors, right? So they have different background colors, and they just gave them these names. I don't know why, man, but it's it's Star Wars related, I guess. But yeah, this is basically the insurance part and how the NFTs work, and I think this is cool, man. This is innovation, I guess. Building something that's actually different, right? I mean, I like different things, right? It's just me personally, but you have all the information that you want to know about the protocol. I guess you can see the Git book. So I think I'm gonna get an extra PDPD today. They're gonna give me an extra PDPD today, so I'm happy with that. So guys, I think this was it. I hope you were able to see the website. I think you did. So anyways, I will play, let me just go back to the main screen. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'll play the famous hex song, the song that we like, so that we are pumped and excited for the future. Because everything is pumping today. Apparently everything is pumping, so we should be excited, and we are excited. And tomorrow I'll be here again, hopefully with more, information. Maybe I'll add a new slide, right? We never know. It depends what I see, what I feel. We'll have a different, like some new idea that I want to share. We'll see what happens tomorrow. A different day. Actually, I have a meeting tomorrow, like an important one. It's about another project that I'm working on. RWAs, pretty cool ones, by the way. But I don't want to give all the information now, like later, because this is a very special thing. I hope it's a very special thing. It can be, it has the potential, but it's too early, and I'll speak about it much later, much later, when it's more clear, let's say, when we have the website is done, everything is basically ready, right, to present. I don't like to just give ideas and then not be able to discuss them. I like all the details, right? That's how I am. Anyways, guys, thank you for being there. Fugly, thank you so much. Red Bull Vodka, as usual, man. Scotty Scott, thank you for showing up, for dropping by. Shishu, and every single one of you guys, don't forget to leave a like. You need to leave a like, guys. This is like how do I say it? Like when we do things for each other, right? I give you the information, you give me the like. No, it is, guys. It's like the mob. It's like the mafia, right? We pull each other's hand. We're friends. I'm kidding. But I like. Please leave a like and share it. Fucking share it with your friends. Retweet it. Do the whole thing, the whole process, so that everybody gets access to this cool information. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Please, it's still a great time to buy, so please enjoy the time to buy if you're buying. If not, just hold, and we're soon be pumping 2 more weeks, guys. Just 2 more weeks. I forgot the music, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's go. I like the music that I always put, but it is what it is. We'll just go to the hex music, and then it's goodbye. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Ciao.
Barış the Pinky. What have we got here? Barış the Pinky. Pair of puffs. Barış the Pinky. Sodomite. Barış the Pinky. What have we got here? Barış the Pinky. Pair of puffs. About town. Barış the Pinky. Sodomite. Barış the Pinky. What have we got here? Barış the Pinky. Pair of puffs. Barış the Pinky. Sodomite. In frilly lace. Barış the Pinky.
こちらは晴れると15度くらいまで上がるような暖かな天気です。今は九州や四国が中心となっています。この後、明日にかけて動かしてみますと、だんだんとじわじわと北上する予想です。明日の午後には東北、北陸 明日は今日よりも気温が高くなって雨が降りそうです。ただ雪が多く積もっている地域はニュースがありますのでご注意ください。さて今年はいつもの年よりも桜前線の北上早くなっています。これまでに開花したところを見ていきますと、これまで九州から関東にかけて開花しています。今日も神戸や宇都宮、水戸などから続々と開花の便りが届いています。この週末、お花見を予定されている方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、日曜日は雪が降って逆に寒くなるところがありそうなんです。お花見の方はご参加をお願いします。明日は北日本の日本海側、再び昼頃から天気が崩れそうです。明日は雨の日の日が多くなるでしょう。朝から太平洋側を中心に